All right, at this time, we'll call to order the meeting for the Planning and Zoning Commission, regular session, November 12, 2024. Public comments, citizen comments are limited to 2 minutes. The Planning and Commission is not permitted to respond to comments from the public per the Texas Open Meeting Act. Agenda number 3, consider approval of the minutes for October 8, 2024, Planning and Zoning Commission meeting, and take any action necessary. Do I hear a motion to approve the minutes for October the 8th?
Make a motion to approve the minutes.
A second.
All in favor?
Aye.
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 Motion's approved. Number 4 on the agenda, FP-2024-06, consider the request of McKinsey Jacek P.E. on behalf of Nathan Tafoya of the Mount Pleasant EDC and approve of the final plat being a 10.907 acre tract of land portion of Mount Pleasant Business Park situated east of Old Cookville Road on the north of East 16th Street, and take any action necessary.
This is our only case for the evening. It is the business park extension that comes out on Highway 67. You're probably familiar with it further north. This is going to eventually connect. And EDC has purchased the property and is wanting to extend it with a right-of-way that has 2 basic tracks on either side of it, and they will develop it later. It will go to City Council next Tuesday. So the case map is shown on the left. The vicinity map is on the left. It kind of shows the general area. Commerce Drive runs in the middle of the existing park. US 67 is at the very bottom of that screen with the X is the property in question. They do own the property that continues north, but it's not part of this at this time. You can see the pink area is the actual plat area, and the boundary of the business park is to the north. So the final plat without all the signature blocks on it, so you can actually see it. If you can see that there is a right-of-way that they're going to name Logistics Parkway that will go from 67 on into the property. There is a temporary turnaround that's shown as a dotted line as a cul-de-sac about 1/3 of the way up. That is going to be the beginning stage, and they will probably come back in with additional lots to be subdivided as they find tenants. So right now, this property is combined or is divided by the roadway into the 2 tracks, and that's what this plat is for. So we did have the preliminary plat approved by council. Presumably you saw it also, but it was approved in June. The Development Review Committee for the city, which is the reviewers, have approved the civil construction plans, which took quite a bit of going back and forth since it's city infrastructure, but it's EDC money. And staff is recommending approval of this final plat. Do you have any questions?
I don't believe we do.
I'll have.
Thank you. So do I hear a motion to approve the final plat?
So moved. Motion.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
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 Motion approved. All right, number 5 on the agenda, Planning Director report. City Council, do I need to read this as well? City Council action for Planning and Zoning, Commission case for the Christus preliminary plat, site plan, and final plat approved November the 5th, 2024. Cases were tabled from the October 15th agenda due to TxDOT concerns with the access to Tankersley for the Anderson Townhome, or Town Center.
Yes, sir. So, if you recall, of course, Mr. Clark was not here. Christus was anticipated to move forward in October, but had to be tabled. Since then, it went forward. It was determined that the issue with the driveway and the TxDOT approval for all of the driveways, they were including Christus in their overall view, was not going to substantially change those approvals. So we went forward with it, and we did receive word on Friday that TxDOT had approved their driveways. There are still some issues with the ATC. We still do not have that final plat and site plan coming forward to you yet, but you will see those in the near future. And we've had one administrative approval plat that was 3 lots that were basically moved slightly. The lot lines were adjusted, and so those 3 lots became 1R, 2R, and 3R. And then upcoming for this board, of course, is the Anderson Town Center group, discussion. The junction preliminary plat and the final plat are still outstanding. They're working to try and get that, I believe, by December to this board, was the last I heard. And we're also working with Deer Park. They submitted a larger plat, preliminary plat, that will encompass areas in the city that have not been zoned yet. So I'm working with them to try and figure out if they want to go forward with that, or do they just want to do some platting on the small piece that you saw previously. And then finally, the zoning ordinance and the parkland dedication pieces that were discussed previous to me arriving, I guess, last spring. They've been on hold. It is planned to sort of bring that conversation forward to council to see what direction they want to go in. That's also, I'll keep you informed on where that is and when we might be having those conversations. That's pretty much all I have.
So TxDOT did approve all of that for Christus, there's no problem with them now with TxDOT?
The two, if you remember that, they had their 2 driveways that came out on Tankersley. They approved those. The issue is the Anderson Parkway and then what happens at the top. But it won't affect Christus. It's one little lot.
All right. Do I hear a motion to adjourn?
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
Second motion.
All in favor?
Aye.
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 Motion's adjourned.